all been there. It's 4 p.m., you've pushed something broken to prod, so now you've been fixing a broken deployment for either 3 hours or 10 eternities, and all you have to show for it is an infuriatingly vague error message and dwindling hope for your evening plans. Today we're going to build a real CI/CD pipeline that actually works. We will test, build, and deploy code, and when something goes wrong, you will know exactly why and how to fix it. Hi, I'm Colleen Lake. I'm a developer advocate at GitLab, and despite programming for the last decade or so, I've barely touched DevOps. I'm kind of afraid of it. I've kept a healthy distance. And I believe that the best person to teach fundamentals is someone who just learned them. Because I still remember what it's like to be confused by all of this. Because my memory is not that bad. I remember 2 weeks ago. It's very easy to remember 2 weeks ago. Alright, so quick context. CI/CD automates the boring stuff. Every time you push code, CI/CD tests it, builds it, and deploys it automatically. No manual uploads, no FTP clients. It just happens. It just works. Let me show you. For this tutorial, I'm using Buzzword Bingo, a simple React game I built ages ago to survive multi-hour meetings. The buzzword list that we have right here is missing some key phrases, but updating the build is a pain without automation, so I've just let it sit there with outdated buzzwords. How dare I? That changes today. So what you're going to want to do is fork it from the link below and use the tutorial start branch. Or you can use your own React project since the pipeline we're building works for any React app. So before we build the pipeline, we need to configure one thing. Open package.json and add this line at the top. You should see the link on your screen. Use your actual username here. React really needs this to know where it's deployed, and without it, your links will break and you will be very sad, and I will be sad for you. This tripped me up the first time, so I've been there. Alright, so now let's build our pipeline. Create a file called .gitlab-ci.yml. The dot at the front matters. It tells GitLab that this is a config file. Click the plus button for new file, then type this exactly, .gitlab-ci.yml. So quick note right here, the UI might look a little different based on what version of GitLab you're using. It'll still work pretty much the same. Don't sweat it. All right, so our first line, image:node:18-alpine. This tells GitLab what environment to use. Think of it as what sort of computer should run my code. GitLab provides everything here. You do not need to install anything locally. All right, so we're using Node 18 for our React app, Alpine because it's pretty lightweight and fast. Now stages. This is the order in which things happen. Type stages, then these 3 items. Test, build, and deploy. These run in order. If test fails, then build will never run. If build fails, deploy will never run. And this is really good because it's how you avoid deploying broken code and ruining your evenings. So first up, what we have is the test job. Type test, then stage test. In the script section, npm CI, that's like npm install, but for automation. A little bit more reliable there. Then npm test with flags. The watch all equals false stops it from waiting for input, and pass with no tests means it won't fail if you haven't written tests yet. But when you do have tests, this catches bugs before they go live. Write tests. Do have tests. Save your weekend. Save yourself. Next up, we've got the build job. Type build, stage, build. For our script, npm CI, then npm run build to compile your app. The critical part right here is artifacts. Type artifacts, paths-build, then expire in 1 day. Artifacts save your built files between stages, and without this, they disappear between test and deploy stages, and it's a little bit of a headache. So we have tested, so we have built, now we are on to deploy. All right, for our deploy job, we're going to call it pages, exactly that word, because we're using GitLab Pages. So type pages, stage, deploy. In our script section, what we're going to do, these ls commands are for debugging. Make dir-p public, make-dir-p public creates the folder, cp-r build public copies everything, GitLab Pages requires the folder be called public, exactly that. If you want more details on any of this, docs.gitlab.com has everything. It's beautiful. I use it constantly. I live on there. I love our docs. So we have one more line in the Pages job, only -main. This means only deploy from the main branch. Feature branches, they test, they build, not going to deploy them. The point here is that you control what reaches production. One more optimization. At the top, after the image line, add cache. Type cache, then paths, then -node -modules /period. YAML is picky about spacing, so 2 spaces per indent. This saves your installed packages between runs. You won't notice much of a difference on your first run, but every run after that will be faster because it doesn't reinstall everything. Next, we're going to commit the pipeline file. GitLab will see it, then start running it immediately. Go to CI/CD, then pipelines. There it is. 3 stages, running in order. Watch them go. All right, first your test stage passes. It runs your test. Now, build stage, it's going to run. That's going to compile your React app, save those artifacts. Finally, we've gotten to our deploy stage that copies files to public and publishes. Looking at this, we've got green check marks all the way. Go to yourusername.gitlab.io/buzzword-bingo. There it is, working perfectly. But let me show you why this actually matters. Watch this. I'm going to add some broken code right here. Just a little syntax error. Commit and push. Pipeline starts, test stage runs, and big old X. Failed. Look at the logs. We've got a parsing error. Test stage caught it. Build stage never even ran. Deploy stage? No. Not even a chance. Your broken code never made it to production. That's our safety net. So let me fix it. And we're going to push it again. The test passes. Build runs. Deploy completes. This is what you just built. A system that prevents disasters. So let's talk numbers really quick. Manual deployment. You check your build locally, you download files, you log into hosting, you upload, verify, cross your fingers. That's like 5 minutes and 10 different steps where things can go wrong. In this pipeline, after you set it up, you just git push, maybe 30 seconds, no room for human error. If you deploy this 3 times and our 10-minute setup has already paid for itself, you can't deploy untested code. You can't forget to build, and you have a complete history of every deployment. Quick proof, I'm going to change one of our buzzwords. A little out of date. Come on, we need a new one. Going to commit this, and then watch. There's the change. You changed code, and then you could have walked away. We live in an imperfect world, and sometimes things break. When they do, check your YAML spacing, enable shared runners and settings, and read the pipeline logs. Always read the pipeline logs. They tell you exactly what went wrong. You can screenshot this complete YAML, it's your reference, or you can just check out the main branch for a complete YAML file. And we're live! From code push to deployed website automatically. This same pattern works for any deployment. AWS, Heroku, anywhere. All you need to do is change the deploy commands to match your target. And that's it. We did it. We did it. All right. So quick recap. Image sets your environment. Stages run in order. And artifacts pass files between jobs. Also, only main protects production. Now it's your turn. Create your own pipeline. Start it just like we did, and then mix it up a bit. Add your own commands, and when you get stuck, check out the community at forum.gitlab.com. They're incredibly helpful. Drop your questions there, and happy building!